Hi everyone, this is Laura from Pet Scribbles, and today I'm here to go over another Crafty Hangout tutorial with you. This one is pretty easy. It's going to be the easiest way I know of to attach ribbon to a glass pillar vase, or a glass pillar candle, I should say. This is your typical candle. I'm doing it for a patriotic theme. That's what our theme is for this month's Crafty Hangouts. But this would work great also for weddings. A lot of people like to use do DIY weddings and use these basic candles that then you can decorate yourself, save a lot of money from hiring somebody to do that. So first I wanted to mention that the Ribbon Retreat is our sponsor this month, and I love the Ribbon Retreat. I've used their ribbon before. Obviously we're using it today in this craft. They have a lot of fun ribbons for patriotic occasions. 4th of July is coming up. I like this one. This was the one that's kind of a vintage look. Got the stars and stripes. And today what I'm going to use is I'm going to use this red and white chevron, which is really pretty. And then I'm going to accent it with some just skinny blue satin ribbon. But just to give you an idea of what else, I just want to show you what else the Ribbon Retreat offers. Look at this pretty one. Not pretty. So you can get all kinds of ribbons there with decorative edges. You can get lace. I love their selection of lace. They also sell fat quarters. Look how pretty this fabric is. Can you see that? Let me make sure that comes in. There we go. I think that's focused. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can get from the Ribbon Retreat, and their website's really easy to go to. It's literally theribbonretreat.com. So definitely check them out because they are one of my go-to crafting supply places. I love ribbon. So today we are doing this. Isn't it pretty? I like it because it doesn't scream patriotic. It's just kind of more subtle, which I don't know. I just like that a lot. But a lot of their ribbons give me that vibe anyway, that they're not all cutesy. Some are very nice and sophisticated. And by the way, the chevron ribbon is just one of so many designs they have. And the chevron comes in just about every color you can imagine. So it's not just in the red, it's in all kinds of stuff. So supplies you're going to need for this. You're going to need a candle. I found these at the dollar store. You can also find them sometimes in grocery stores, believe it or not. But these are very cheap and really tall. They will obviously burn for a long time. Very plain, very easy to use. You're going to need ribbon, which I already told you what I'm using. You're going to need double stick tape, which will look like this. When you peel it off, it has a little bit of a red film so you can see where you're applying it on the candle or whatever surface you're using. And then once you apply it to the candle, you can actually take off a little edge and it'll show you, like, this side is sticky. When you take off this red coating on this side, it'll become sticky as well. So you can stick things on both sides of the surface. This is the easiest, fastest, best way to adhere your ribbon to a glass pillar candle. It's not going to come off, and you don't have to worry about that, which can be a worry, especially if you're doing some sort of wedding centerpieces on each table or something. You don't want it to come, it starts coming off during the reception. Not a good thing. So what I did first was measure the tape. So I literally you could take a tape measure if you want, but I literally just took this, wrapped the tape around it, cut it off. Now, what I did to save time, since you don't need to see me do this, is you can't see it, but I actually have the tape already on here. And what I did to get this effect is I have 2 rows of double stick tape down here, and then I have another smaller piece that I just cut it in half so it's a skinnier strip of adhesive tape up here. By the way, the scissors I use are just basic scissors, but I only use these for cutting adhesive. I figure if I'm going to sort of I don't know, they aren't really ruined, they're still pretty sharp, but I try to just use this pair at all times for cutting any kind of adhesive, tape, duct tape, anything, because I just would rather keep another set of scissors sharp for sewing, sharp for paper crafting, you know, you just want to try to limit gunking up a lot of your scissors. Okay, so first step, you're going to measure the tape and decide where you want it. I had already decided that because it's a tall candle, I like the look of having a wider ribbon down here, which is basically 2 of these strips, and then a smaller one up here. After I cut the tape, then I just easily matched up the tape to the ribbon, and I pre-cut the strips I'll need. It's just, you don't have to do it this way, but if you pre-cut, it just makes it a lot easier when, you know, it comes time to actually do the project. So, and for the blue ribbon, I don't want to forget to tell you that, the way I did this, again, I eyeballed it, is I literally just took the candle, wrapped the ribbon around a bunch of times to see, you know, where I liked the look of it, of how many times it would wrap around, and then I just cut it. So again, you could tape measure it out and be all technical, but, you know, you can eyeball it and do just fine. So, okay. With the, what I do is try to keep all the seams together. So where the tape meets, for example, and you're not going to be able to see it here, but trust me, they're all lined up along the back. So you can either call this the back or you can call it the front. What some people do, and you could do this too, is let's say, for example, you were doing this for a wedding or an event where you have table centerpieces, some sort of reception. What you might want to do is, you can see the seams back here, what you might want to do is maybe put something decorative on this side too, and it kind of covers up the seams. So you could do that, or if you're going to do it, say these are going to be lined on a mantle or altar or something like that, that you're not going to see the back, then I would say keep the seams to the back. So, all that being said, I'm going to take your strip. I start slightly below where the tape edge is from the bottom, just slightly below to overlap it, just to make sure that no tape is left sticking out. And then it's literally a matter of wrapping it around and making sure the edges meet up. So that's one. It's on there. I'm going to turn it too fast. You see that? Now, what you want to do if you're doing, let's say you don't have a fat ribbon and you want to double it up like I am to make it look fatter, one thing you want to do is you want to match up the chevron pattern, because that's going to help you. See right there, I'm just going to match that up as best I can, and then that way, let's just do this here a little bit better. I had it good the first time. There we go. And then that way, you're good to go. And then I'm just kind of adjust it as you go. And I'm going to do this again. Because I just remembered something. You want to do it up here and match it up, because I'm going to use the blue ribbon to fill up the middle. So, my bad. It's nice that I remember what I did. So now I'm going to wrap it around this way. Here we go. Crafting live. That's what this is. All right, so now you have, ta-da, this. Now what you want to do is you want to take your ribbon and you want to wrap it around multiple times so that you can cover up the little seam in the middle. Now, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, instead of starting in the back where the seams are, I'm going to start in the front. So let's hope I can do this. I'm going to have to do it off camera right here just to show you how I start. So literally just put, it'll stick right to it because this is all sticky. So just start it there. And then what I do is I hold this one here and just start wrapping, and don't overlap it so much as just keep covering the adhesive parts. And what's nice is this tape makes everything stick. So it's really easy to do. You don't have to worry that you're trying to wrap something and it's not going to stick, or it is going to stick. And I'm going to do just a little bit more around this way. Boy, I hope this translates on camera. All right, there we go. Almost done. Okay, so then you get, you can see that it's, I'm holding it because I haven't done the tying yet. But what you want to do, you see there's a little bit of adhesive there, and so you just put it over, and then if you need to, just take your fingernail and see there, it's going to stick no problem. The last part you can do, because now you have your two long strips, is you want to tie a bow, which I will do. First, what I do actually before tying the bow, just tie a knot, tie a basic knot, because then you're not worrying about trying to keep any material together, any ribbon together rather. I've got material in the brain. And then we're going to tie a little ribbon. You're staring at me right now, and you're not seeing anything I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Now, once you have your ribbon tied, then I know I'm using my adhesive scissors because, of course, I don't have my other ones handy. But then just snip off the edges. Just snip it off a little bit. And so now your bottom is already done. I mean, this is how fast this goes. Now you could leave it like this. That's pretty too. And not have anything up at the top. If you were doing this for a wedding, you might want to put like a monogram up here. You know, maybe something that you buy a little embellishment with the initials of you and your beloved. Or you could put a little vintage image cut out here. You could do anything you want. I just thought it would be nice to finish it off with the ribbon. So again, I have another strip. And I'm just going to find the seam. And I'm going to wrap this around. And again, try to match up the chevron top to bottom. Like this part with this part, just because it gives it, again, it's minor, but it does give it more of a finished look. There is your 4th of July decoration right here. Now I've got 2 of them. It's so fast to do these. You can do them in an afternoon. You can get your kids to help you because this is pretty easy, except for the adhesive tape might get all kind of nuts. The candles I said you could get at the store, ribbon at Ribbon Retreat. Only other thing I want to tell you is craftyhangouts.com is where you can go to see a lot more crafts with all these fun patriotic ribbons. Like I said, our theme this month is patriotic crafts and DIYs. Again, we don't know what each other's going to do, so that's always part of the fun of it. And we'll be doing that all this week. So go over there, craftyhangouts.com, and see all the crafts that we're doing. We'll be back, of course, next month with something else fun. And again, I wanted to say thanks to the Ribbon Retreat. Love their ribbon. Go check them out online at theribbonretreat.com. And if you want to see more details, I'll add a few little pictures and whatnot, maybe some links, so you can get some links and see which ribbons these are specifically if you're interested. I can do that on my website. So check me out on Pet Scribbles is the name of my blog, and you can go to www.petscribbles.com. So there you have it. Now we've got these pretty vases, and now I guess I'm all set for 4th of July now. So anyway, I hope you like this, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.